Hello and welcome to another episode of the Report Program. I'm Emma Perla.
I'm Xochitl Lagunas.
I'm Mia Graviador.
This week, our reporters covered a variety of breaking and entertaining news stories, including protests on the Cal State Fullerton campus, Halloween festivities, and a political debate over DACA.
Our first breaking stories covers the controversial speaker Milo Yiannopoulos, who spoke right here at Cal State Fullerton on Halloween night. The speech caused an outbreak of fights between his supporters and protesters. Two of our reporters covered what occurred.
Reporter Tyra Majors gives us an inside look at the protests that resulted in arrests that evening.
I'm here in front of Titan Shops and the TSU, where at least 8 people were arrested during small but tense protests as Milo Yiannopoulos, the political commentator, spoke last night at Cal State Fullerton. Thankfully, the area is quiet and clear now, unlike last night, as you can see the fences and gates that were used to keep disagreeing protesters separated are now being taken down. When yelling turned to shoving, then hitting, most protesters had to be detained. A couple of women were even shot in the eye with pepper spray after someone shot it into the air. Dozens of police officers, most of them in riot gear, walked around campus all day up until the time the speech ended, making sure things stayed peaceful. One student shares his reactions after he saw the cops on campus.
And I saw snipers. It was just crazy on top of the roofs. And then there's choppers too. So I was just like, for sure the news is involved, and it was just crazy. I wanted to get home. That's all I wanted. The speech, attracting 800 attendees, drew multiple protesters who chanted slogans and carried various signs. Milo's speech lasted for about an hour and covered subjects such as sexual harassment in Hollywood. This isn't the first time that something like this has happened, as Milo did speak at UC Berkeley earlier this year, where protests broke out just the same. It also isn't the last. He plans to take his Troll Academy cross-country and spread his conservative views at more college campuses. This has been Tyra Majors with the Report Program.
Mary Saldana was also on the scene to see what unfolded.
Fight.
Milo says get back.
We say shout.
We say yes to our happiness. We say yes.
And unity.
We say yes.
2017 Halloween at Cal State Fullerton became sensational because of one provocator's visiting. CSUF College Republican invited Milo Yiannopoulos, British writer and public speaker, for his on-campus speech on October 31st. With concerns of the situation, the campus had very tight security by police.
When Milo decided to give out his speech at Cal State Fullerton, different groups decided to give out their own messages.
Cal State Fullerton student organizations held Unity Block Party for the alternative to protests.
It's to celebrate diversity and come together as one community so that we are unified in this fight together.
Students also attended to support.
Anybody who feels like, the kinds of speech that Milo is putting out there is directed towards them, and I want them to know that there's people that will stand by them, that will fight for them.
On the other side, protesters took their action first before Milo started his speech. When Milo's supporters appeared in front of protesters, violence took over the place, but they never gave up speaking out.
But we have to build a united front of everyone that stands against this kind of hate, and build a united front that includes workers and students and feminists and socialists and anybody who's against that kind of reactionary politics.
Cal State Fullerton President Mildred Garcia congratulated students on reaching higher on freedom, democracy, and education in her email.
On September 5th, it was announced that the DACA program was coming to an end, giving Congress 6 months to come up with an alternative legislative that could affect the lives of 800,000 dreamers.
On September 5th, Attorney General Jeff Sessions announced that the Obama-era program was coming to an end.
I'm here today to announce that the program known as DACA that was effectuated under the Obama administration is being rescinded. The DACA,
leaving thousands of DACA recipients afraid of what their future might look like this 23-year-old who has decided to not be shown on camera.
I mean, it's something that had given me what I have now, like then giving me my permit to work, which is just like something that I haven't taken granted for. They're giving me the education that I've gotten.
Along with allowing DACA recipients with the opportunity to work, the program has allowed them to go to school, buy a car, and even purchase their first home.
I won't be able to go to school like I would kind of say as comfortably as I am now, because even though like I don't get help from the state, like I still pay for my classes like as much as I can. Like I kind of limit myself on what I could pay or can't pay, so it kind of be like it'll be even harder not having a DACA than actually having it.
After it was announced that the program was coming to an end, many took to the streets to protest and stand up for what they believe in.
Why would he want to cancel DACA? Like, it's kind of hard enough as it is, where we have to give up our fingerprints, we have to give up our address, our name, we have to go through 7 different sections of security. Just like we go through all that extent to get just a permit, why did he have to take it away? Like,
these dreamers are part of our communities. They're our neighbors, our friends, students, and co-workers. As of now, Congress has until March 2018 to come up with an alternative legislation. For the Report program, I'm Victor.
The city of Santa Ana has welcomed Mexican sculptor artist Jorge Marin's Wings of the City public art exhibit into its downtown area. The city celebrated the unveil of the artwork in the event that brought the community together. Our reporter Jessica Cardenas shows us how the sculptor lets you be a part of the art.
Santa Ana has welcomed Mexican figurative artist Jorge Marin's internationally hailed sculpture exhibit, Wings of the City, to pay homage to Mexican culture and heritage of the community. In partnership with the Consulate of Mexico, Santa Ana unveiled the Wings of the City public art exhibit during a celebration held at Plaza Calle 4 and welcomed commemorations by mariachi and poet-student performances along with Mayor Pulido.
This is an educational opportunity through art. So through the art, they'll be able to learn about the history. It's a wonderful, wonderful exhibit.
The Wings speak to the challenges of migration and represent the cultural ties to Mexico.
Why not Santa Ana? Why not? Because Santa Ana is so important in a cultural way, in a social way. This is the moment.
The Wings of the City exhibit celebrates and honors Santa Ana's immigrant community.
In this part of the history of the United States and Mexico, it's so important to have this kind of bridges
to promote freedom. What's the meaning of wings? With the freedom, liberty, that there are no borders, that everybody can accomplish their dreams with wings.
The Wings Unveil event gave the community the opportunity to come together and celebrate their cultural roots.
It's a true representation of an authentic, well-orchestrated event that represents us as Mexicans here in the United States.
And Santa Ana's wings communicate a symbolic meaning to each individual.
No limits, you know, no limits.
Freedom, liberty, and that they can reach their dreams.
The exhibition has its temporary home in downtown Santa Ana, being the only U.S. city to present the art for an entire year. Jessica Cardenas for the Report program.
This past weekend, our reporter Xochitl Lagunas was able to attend the Huntington Beach Walk for Owls event. Walk for Owls is an Orange County organization that helps raise funds for Alzheimer's. Let's take a look.
Walk for Owls is the largest movement and fundraiser for Alzheimer's in Orange County. Many signed up, volunteered, and gathered up at Huntington Beach to participate in the walk with family and friends. Communications Manager for Alzheimer's in Orange County, Cheryl Guang, explains how Walk for Owls events benefit the community.
We provide free services like our telephone helpline, we have caregiver support groups, we have adult daycare services, we have free meetings with our social workers, and so many services that really help the people in the community. And it really wouldn't be possible without the community's help and support at our Walk for Owls event.
You walk today, and remember those folks and hold them in your heart, knowing that you're making a difference. That for the 84,000 people in Orange County who experience this disease, you make a difference because you remember.
everyone who attended the event was wide awake and had a great time warming up. Volunteers cheered the walkers non-stop as they began and finished their 2-mile walk. The Walk for House event was sponsored by many organizations, including Home Depot, who provided hands-on activities for kids. Sharon shared her experience.
That one, we need a picture of that one. That thing's like...
Home Depot was here with the kids workshop stuff. It was a great event. A lot of people came out to support it. Everyone looks like they're having a great time. We've enjoyed being a part of this event.
If you missed out on the Walk for House Huntington Beach event, there is still one more that will take place at the Angel Stadium on November 11th. If you happen to know of anyone or have a family member who suffers from Alzheimer's, you can get free health services by calling 844-HELP-ALZ. Xochitl Lagunas reporting for the Report Program.
That's so cool. How
Yeah,
was it? How was the event?
It was good. It was my first time going, so I'll definitely go again.
And there's a lot of dogs?
Yeah.
So cute.
It's cute.
Well, when we come back from this commercial break, we will be discussing all things CSUF.
In the future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow. My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
Welcome back to the Report Program. Now we will delve into the latest stories occurring here on campus. Have you ever been at home with nothing to do? Then you definitely want to check out what's happening at the College of the Arts. For years, they've been creating industry professionals and outstanding productions for the students at the same time. Matthew Kessler has more.
It's October 18th, and the Marines have landed at Cal State Fullerton, in the Joseph Claes III's Performance Arts Center, to be exact, where they had guests swinging out of their seats during their concert and then mingled with them afterwards.
They made everyone feel welcome, and they made it a place for everyone to enjoy. I love it. Selections, great, great music to bop your head to, great music to just shake, listen. It's just an amazing night overall.
After an amazing performance, I caught up with Gunnery Sergeant Knuckles, and he shared with me a little bit about what it means to be a member of the Marine Corps Band.
So I grew up loving music through my household. My great-grandmother was a musician, my grandfather and my mother. And music being a discipline in itself, we want to bring forth a great product that everybody can love.
Aside from hosting talent like the Marine Corps Jazz Orchestra, the Performance Arts Center offers the community and campus a wider range of student productions as well. To find out more about the center's contributions, I sat down with Dr. Larry Tim, the interim director of the musical department at the College of the Arts.
We perhaps are one of the most visible of all of the entities here at Cal State Fullerton. We have, of course, the School of Music. We have the Theater and Dance Department and the Visual Arts Department. For the last 50 years, have been entertaining the Orange County community. Hamilton, one of the main characters, of course, is one of our graduates from the theater department.
For more information on showtimes, visit arts.fullerton.edu or just keep your eyes peeled for the advertisements around campus. After all, you don't want to miss out on amazing talent like this. For the Report Program, I'm Matthew Kessler.
Cal State Fullerton's Titan radio team had their first official gathering at the TSU pub. The purpose of the night was to break the ice for new and veteran DJs by singing karaoke tunes and wearing silly costumes. Reporter Shannon Cardona joined in on the fun. Let's see what she has to say.
Titan Radio hosted its first official karaoke and costume party that took place the day before Halloween at the TSU pub. This was a night to meet other DJs and sing beautifully or terribly to their favorite tunes.
Oh, it's to bring together the family, man. Titan Radio, you know, all the CSUF, anyone that isn't in CSUF. It's some good hangs, and good hangs is always good.
And that good hangout definitely helped. New friendships were created, while old ones were rekindled. At the end of the night, 2 concert giveaways were given out to the lucky winners who participated in the raffle. Titan Radio is known for giving away exclusive concert tickets. If students would like to win more tickets, simply go to titanradio.org and listen to a radio DJ. The Titan fam will be waiting.
What a great way to spend the night a day before Halloween. I'm sure a lot of us Titans just had to get something out before finals. My name is Sharon Cardona, and back to you at the report.
With fall athletics in the midst of their conference tournaments, Cal State Fullerton inducted 5 former Titans into the Athletics Hall of Fame. Our reporter, Matthew Kirkland, went to the ceremony to meet a few of the honorees.
Friday night was about rekindling old memories and making new ones. California State University Fullerton inducted 5 more people into their Athletics Hall of Fame at a ceremony in Brea, California. Kurt Suzuki, George Horton, Kathy Van Wink, Tiffany Boyd Robinson, and Mel Franks joined the other 33 members of the Hall as the 7th class to be immortalized in the minds of Titan fans everywhere.
It's very special to me to be a part of the Titan Nation in general. There's many, many others that are probably as deserving as Kurt and I to be in the Hall of Fame athletically, but then to be singled out and be in this special group, not only in this induction class, but the other 6 induction classes. Those people are very near and dear to me.
Boyd Robinson and Van Wink were stars in the softball diamond, while Franks is the longest tenured sports information director in the school's history.
The position started in the early 1970s, but I certainly ran the longest tenure. I think I had 3 or 4 predecessors in 6-7 years, and I went 32.
The 2004 National Championship baseball team was also celebrated, with 2 more members from the team being enshrined. Horton was the head coach of the 04 team and was a former assistant and player at the university, while Suzuki, a former walk-on, played a critical role in claiming the national championship for the Titans.
I couldn't be more happy to be inducted, with Coach Horton. I think it almost fitting because, like he said, the 3 years that we've had together were pretty special. And, I went from a walk-on, and Coach was a guy that, believed in me and, gave me a fair opportunity with the other guys that had full scholarship. He didn't treat me any differently, and I think that speaks volumes of the type of person he is.
Fans will have to wait until 2019 for the next induction of members.
Friday night was a memorable night for the Cal State Fullerton Athletic program as they inducted 5 new members into their Hall of Fame. Kurt Suzuki, George Horton, and Kathy Van Wink were among the 5 honored at the event. For the Report program, I'm Matthew Kirkland.
After the break, we will bring you the latest local entertainment festivities.
Hi! Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Welcome back to the Report program. So what have you guys been doing to get into the fall spirit?
Honestly, I've just been doing studying.
Studying?
Projects.
That's not fun.
I finished Stranger Things season 2, so that really kicked off my fall.
I haven't even seen anything of that. And everyone's always like, you're so lame, you need to watch it.
I haven't watched TV at all.
Oh, school. Yeah.
The city of Cerritos held its 30th annual Halloween festival this year, hosting food, fun, and games for the public to enjoy. The festival helps support local organizations and help them raise funds. Reporter Mark Jamal has found out about more of the event.
Halloween, a time where communities come together, dress up in their favorite costumes, trick-or-treat, and eat lots of candy. Every year, the city of Cerritos puts together a Halloween festival here at Regional Park, complete with food, rides, entertainment, and of course, costumes. Some of the rides include a free fall ride, a giant slide, and a maze. The festival offers a variety of fair foods such as hot dogs, nachos, cotton candy, and more. Each booth is run by a different part of the community, and all profits go to the corresponding sponsor of the booth, such as the Cerritos Hornets Youth Football and Cheer program. All of the booths inside the rec center were hosting Halloween-related carnival games. A few entertainers took to the stage throughout the night, and at one point during the event, a parade took place. I spoke with Evelyn Rivero, an employee for the city of Cerritos, to find out more about her part in this festival. Here's what she had to say.
My favorite part of the festival has definitely been able to see all the parents and all the community members out dressing up, being able to participate in these programs that we offer, and it's being able to interact with them. So not only do I get to see them on a day-to-day basis at the facility that I'm at, but I get to see them out enjoying themselves and having a good time.
This is the 30th year this festival takes place, each year more successful than the previous. It is a great opportunity for locals to socialize and get to know their neighborhood. According to Rivero, the festival grows each year it's held, with more rides, more entertainment, and definitely more attendance. The Cerritos Halloween Festival is a great place to bring kids every Halloween for food, fun, and meeting the locals. Here's the best part. The event is free to attend and open to the public. I'm Mark Chamali with The Report Program.
Fall has finally arrived at Oakland's apple farms. Our reporter Alyssa Ruiz visited Mom's Country Orchards to see how they have been prepared for their busy season.
As fall finally emerges here in sunny Southern California, Oakland's apple farm's busy season is underway. Among the most popular apple farms along the 5-mile loop, consisting of over a dozen apple farms, is Mom's Country Orchard.
Apple season, which starts September, Labor Day weekend through about November. October is our prime, like everybody's up here continually. Throughout the year, people are buying jams, jellies, mustards, barbecue sauces, nut butters.
Located in the apple-growing community of Oakland in the San Bernardino Mountains, Mom's proudly offers locally grown and pesticide-free apples and other local produce, including their homemade jams.
So far, since we started season, there's been almost like right now over 12 to 15 kinds. There's so many, from Arkansas Black to Smitten to, there's so many different types. Gala, Golden, like everything, all types of apples.
Owners Yvette Birdsall and Allison Law opened Mom's in March of 2002, and since then their apple pies remain one of their most popular items.
And the pies actually, Allison Law, it's her mother's recipe since 1953, and she now started making them, and everybody loves her pies. And then they're just in the in a kitchen, and then we just bring them hot fresh, and people buy them fresh here.
Maintaining a friendly and at-home feel, Mom's Country Orchard continues to leave their customers satisfied and with a sweet taste of fall.
Here at Southern California's one-stop shop for all things apples, I'm Alyssa Ruiz for The Report Program.
In the past, kids ran home after school to partake in hobbies such as painting, video games, and sports. Now, in 2017, kids are spending hours at a time making slime. The Report Program's Jorian Goldbach has a story.
All it takes is borax, glue, soap, shaving cream, and food dye to create the concoction kids love to make, slime. Most kids, like JC Johnson, like to make slime to relax, but some have turned into a lucrative business. With over 18 million videos, slime is very popular on YouTube. And on Etsy, a popular site to sell crafts, prices range from 50 cents to over $100 for slime. But for JC, slime is just for fun.
For the Report Program, I'm Jory Goldbach.
Starbucks debuted their new Zombie Frappuccino this past week, just in time for Halloween. The unique flavor has circulated all over the internet and social media, with consumers eager to try this strange frap that's only available for a limited time. Reporter Calitza Rico has more on this story.
Looks like Christmas.
Starbucks released their limited-time Zombie Frappuccino this past week, just in time for Halloween. Coffee lovers got a chance to try out the freaky flavor that is a blend of green apple caramel powder and pink powder with a cream base that's supposed to represent the brains. So what do buyers of the drink really think of the taste?
Flavor is more like a cotton candy kind of taste, but the texture is more like crunchy, like a smoothie. If you're into that, I think you should get it, but I just don't like the cotton candy.
While some are not a big fan of the new flavor, there is no doubt that this drink has taken the internet and social media by storm. But this isn't the first time Starbucks has created a frenzy online with one of their drinks. This past April, the company launched the Unicorn Frap that also put the internet into a frenzy with its bright blue and pink colors that were supposed to represent magic in a cup.
It's like it has a sour taste. I was not expecting that at all. You tricked me.
The company has had great success with their unique flavors and presentation of these drinks as consumers anticipate to try the next new frap. Although both of these drinks were a limited time offer, Starbucks lovers and the internet will be waiting to see what wacky flavor the company puts out next. I'm Clara Tarico for The Report.
Have you ever heard of the new jewelry brand by Rocky's Store on Instagram? Turns out the owner of the store is Raquel Navarro, who recently graduated from Cal State Fullerton. She markets her jewelry towards empowering women. Jessica Lucero has more on the story.
Raquel Navarro is a recent Cal State Fullerton graduate who started selling jewelry as a hobby and has watched it grow to over 11,000 followers on Instagram. Raquel stores all of her supplies in cubbies in her room and ships them out daily.
I've been doing Rocky, it was first called Rocky Rebel, for 3 years now, since my third year of college. It was just a hobby, but now that I've graduated college, it's kind of like became my job.
She's a firm believer in female empowerment and markets her jewelry to empower females as well.
Because I believe jewelry helps illuminate a woman's beauty. You know, women already have the beauty, and then you just add the accessories, and it just makes you add that little confidence boost.
Not only does she make jewelry, but she's now branching out to make shirts to go with her jewelry. Her Rebel top is the first of its kind.
You know how you always say just wear jeans and a cute top, and you never know which cute top? I want to make cute tops that go perfectly with my jewelry.
She says her time at Cal State Fullerton helped her perfect her business and has given her a better idea of what she wants for Rocky.
This is just the beginning with Rocky. Now that I know that this is really what I want to do and what I'm passionate about, I definitely want to see Rocky in little boutiques and definitely grow my online store. I'm working on a new website. I'm kind of working on a whole new thing right now.
I asked her what her recommendation was for someone who was interested in starting a business.
About the past 3 years, so my suggestion would be to just start with something you know that you actually care about and you're curious about and you're excited about. You don't have to be really that passionate about it, I believe. You just have to be very curious about it and wanting to learn every day about it, because that's what's going to keep you going, wanting to learn more about it and just really enjoying it.
For the Report program, I'm Jessica Lucero.
Most people like watching a movie all the way through, but not for these two CSUF alums who have an interesting concept of their podcast. Mia Agravador has the story.
Ethan Hawks and Mike Trujillo are two Cal State alum that used to work at Daily Titan. They have started a podcast together called The Other Half, which is where one of them watches one half of the movie and the other one watches the second half of the movie, and they come together to discuss, and hilarity ensues.
Ethan was like, I don't watch a lot of movies. I wish I could watch more movies, but I just don't have the time for it. And I suggested, why don't you just watch half of the movie? Then you've got the movie. You figured it out. And then I think that's sort of where we started going off. We should record a podcast where we do just that and try to piece together what the movie's about. And it all started from Ethan being lazy.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, I want to start another podcast. I think, and Mike always has lots of opinions. In the newsroom, he would always say things that were insane. His headphones start talking weird stuff, derail the entire newsroom, and everyone would be like, what are you talking about? Up is a great movie.
For instance, I don't like Up.
Or Forrest Gump.
I don't like Forrest Gump. Ridiculous stuff like that. And Ethan would be like, okay, we need to sit down, we need to discuss why do you hate these things.
We have to get back to work.
Now we have to get back to work immediately.
Yeah.
I think another thing, too, is we try to get movies that are very different from each other, back to back, and we also try to get movies, obviously, that we haven't seen before. We want to make sure we go in completely black, not knowing what's going to happen. I think the other criteria for the movies that we watch are movies that we would never see. Mm-hmm. And those that end up turning into some of the good ones. One of the ones we saw that wound up being a surprise was the Bratz movie. It's a live-action film
That's
based...
not what my mind was going to, but continue.
You can tell yours.
Well, we now own that movie on DVD. So
we now own it on DVD because we loved it so much. And it was really enjoyable. And it's a movie that was on the list for a very long time. We're never going to get to that. We eventually watched it. And it's that is a movie I would never watch willingly. And it wound up being a staple for whenever people come over. We're like, you want to watch the Bratz movie? We got it on DVD.
Yeah, and so many people chomp at the bit. They don't.
That's why I love this podcast. It's a challenge to watch half of a movie, especially the last half, and try to actually come to the table and be like, I know everything about this film, to the point where I can make an opinion about it. Because you will jump into a movie and you just accept the movie that's been given to you, and you don't even question how we got there. We don't question who these people were. You just accept it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's shocking how different it is.
This is Mia Agraviador for The Report.
For growing companies, having a celebrity or social media endorsement could be a vital key to their booming business. Celebrity Connected is a Los Angeles-based celebrity gifting suite company that serves the purpose to connect brands directly to celebrities. Reporter Nicole King has the story.
Hey everybody, this is Deborah Wilson from Mad TV, and this is Celebrity Connected. Are you connected?
With gifting suites in the news more than ever these days, many companies are curious about what a celebrity endorsement can do for their business. The answer? Everything. Celebrity Connected is a celebrity gifting suite company which offers the chance for booming business companies to get their products in the hands of celebrities and social media influencers.
How exciting has it been now sponsoring your event here at Celebrity Connected and having so many, have you had any celebrity endorsements so far?
We have. We've had so much interest come by, and it's interesting because we thought we would mostly have women, and certainly there's been a lot of interest from women, but it's been amazing the number of men who come by to talk about their girlfriends or wives. And you know, it's a little bit of an unusual topic, but I think they find it interesting that we're here today.
I know you've been to some of the events before. How do you enjoy it? What's your favorite part?
It is so fun to be here. I love meeting all the people coming from all over the country and seeing all the cool new vendors. It's such an amazing experience to be able to be part of this.
One of the things I really like is I love that people who are trying to get their products out there and creative people like that, because I'm a creative person, so I feel like that's a really cool thing.
Frankie, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Have you been to any of the events before?
Oh, this is my first time, so I'm looking forward to getting through there and seeing all the good stuff they got.
You keep burning me up with all your love.
Eric Griffin from Workaholics, and I'm giving a shout out to Celebrity Connected for keeping me connected with all this good stuff.
Reporting for Cal State Fullerton, I'm Nicole King.
Tune in next week for another exciting episode of the Report Program. From all of us here at the Report Program, have a great day.